Focus.
Hello and welcome to Health Focus. This is a weekly show and it's on air every Thursday, exclusively on Radio Thailand. And the show reports the latest research and news and gives practical tips and recommendations on important issues about health and well-being. And the information provided on this show is based on trusted sources. And I'm Sawat Padung from ASEAN Institute for Health Development, Mahidol University, as your host for the show. We've heard about it so many times that if we want to be healthy, we should eat more whole foods and less processed foods. But what are processed foods and how do they make us sick and fat? Let's find out. The term processed food refers to those that are chemically processed and made from heavily refined ingredients and artificial additives. Processed foods are typically high in refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates like breakfast cereals, bagels, waffles, pretzels, and most other processed foods quickly break down to sugar in your body. This increases your insulin and leptin levels and contributes to insulin resistance, which is the primary underlying factor of nearly every chronic disease and condition known to man, including weight gain. One of the main problems is that refined, simple carbohydrates are quickly broken down in the digestive tract, leading to rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels. This can lead to carb cravings a few hours later when blood sugar levels go down again. This phenomenon is also called the blood sugar roller coaster, which many people who have been on a high carb diet can relate to. Not surprisingly, eating a lot of refined carbohydrates is associated with negative health effects and many chronic diseases. Do not be fooled by labels like whole grains that are often plastered on processed food packages, including breakfast cereals. These are usually whole grains that have been pulverized into very fine flour and are just as harmful as their refined counterparts. Most processed foods are low in nutrients. Processed foods often have the real nutrition processed right out, then sometimes added back in the form of synthetic vitamins and minerals. These synthetics do not fool your body, however, and will not provide the whole synergistic nutrition that eating whole food will. Further, there is no way that a lab can add back in all the thousands of phytochemicals and trace nutrients found in whole foods. Science hasn't even begun to uncover all of them. The best way to ensure your body gets the benefits of all the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and more that nature has to offer is to eat whole and processed foods. It requires less energy and time to digest processed foods. Vanishing calorie density is a term used to describe processed foods that melt in your mouth, which has the effect of making your brain think it doesn't contain any calories, and the end result is that you keep eating. Potato chips are one such example. Not only can you eat these processed foods faster, think of the difference between chewing a potato chip or a piece of broccoli. But it also takes less energy to digest them. In one study, it took volunteers twice as many calories to digest an unprocessed meal compared to a processed one. Those who regularly eat processed food may reduce the amount of calories they burn throughout the day because of this. And that is going to wrap things up for this edition of Health Focus. Thank you for listening and see you next Thursday.